Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 46 of the Best Day Ever Crafting Podcast. This is a podcast about our crafting journey and celebrating with you all the reasons why crafting every day makes for the best day ever. My name is Trish, and I can be found on Instagram and Ravelry as Tie-Dye Diva.
Hello, my name is Arthella, and I'm also known as Eris Knits on Ravelry and Instagram.
Welcome, everyone.
Welcome
to another 2 weeks of making. I got to get that 1 week out of my brain.
Yeah. So we've been apart for 2 weeks.
Yes, but we're happy to be back. We have lots and lots to share, loads to share. Welcome, extra special welcome, I should say, if this is your first time viewing the podcast. And this is just our space where we share what we've been up to in our making world. But before we do that, we do have a little bit of admin because the Confidence and Hope Make-Along is still going on. And as a matter of fact, last week 2 weeks ago, I should say, we reached a milestone with the Make-Along because we hit week 20, which means we've been making together for over 4 months. That's
Every
amazing.
week.
Every week. Yeah. So there is a group on Ravelry. It's called the Best Day Ever Crafting Podcast Group, where we've been sharing all of our making, and the group is really growing. It's now over 600 makers in that group.
Wow.
Very interactive, and so thank you all for being there and just making the space welcoming and just a lot of fun. Today is Friday, August 28th. Always forget to say the date. So just in case we talk about something that's date related, it just gives you a little bit of perspective on where we are in the stream of time. So last week, because it was a milestone, we announced 5 prize winners, five prizes. And today we're going to announce the winners of those 5 prizes. So Arthella, you have the first prize, which was a Geo Draper tote. Large Geo Draper white canvas tote, right?
Yes, and I have it here.
Okay.
To show again.
Love it.
A wonderful tote. And the winner, random number generator selected post number 7. And that post belonged to Astrid. She congratulated. So what was our prompt? The prompt was
a maker that inspires you. Your favorite maker, your favorite pattern designer. Was that? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she congratulated us, and she said her favorite maker is Felicia. Felicia is a crafter, maker, writer behind the Craft Session, which is a blog.
Yeah.
So I did have a chance to just check it out real quick. Mm-hmm. And the latest post was Hit Home With Me. Let's see, did I capture the title of the post? Yes. So the Craft Sessions is the name of the blog. And her latest post is entitled Feelings Don't Have Fences.
Mm-hmm.
So she goes on to blog about that.
Yeah.
So Astrid actually lives in Portugal.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully we're able here in the U.S. to ship to Portugal.
Hopefully.
I'm going to give it a try.
Okay.
Remember, I was able to get one of our early Confidence and Hope Prize giveaways mailed to the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm. Finally.
So, I was told by my post office that we can't ship internationally within the post office, but that I could go online and generate a shipping that way. So that's what I did. Mm-hmm. And I, just dropped that package off at the post office.
Okay.
So more than likely I'll have to do the same thing, but I'm willing to do it.
Okay.
So yeah, so Astrid, she's the winner of this awesome tote.
That's awesome. And to me, it's mind blowing to know that people from so far away watch the podcast.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, and we have a couple of other international winners this week also. So
Oh,
let me
we
get
do?
to them. Yes.
Cool.
So the $25 pattern purchase. So you have $25 to spend on Ravelry downloadable patterns. It could be individual patterns or it can be a collection of patterns. And the winner of that was post number 13. Eileen C is her Ravelry name, and her name is Eileen, and she's from Vancouver, British Columbia.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So congratulations, Eileen. And post number 13, her favorite maker is Melissa Thomas of Sweet Fiber Yarns. She has wonderful yarn bases and her colors are spectacular. I agree with that 100%.
I agree.
And she says, when I have some of her yarn, I can't wait to cast on and make something fantastic.
I read that post too, yeah.
Yeah, thank you for sharing, Eileen. So send me your pattern choices and I will make sure that you get them. Next up, the third prize was 3 patterns from Sarah Monty Hand Knits. She's a designer on Ravelry and her name is Sarah Punderson. And the winner of that was post number 3. Post number 3 belonged to another international viewer who is Pauline. And her Ravelry name is LP Bob. So Pauline LP Bob, who also is maybe better known as Melbourne City Dye Works. So she's all the way in Melbourne, Australia.
So she's a yarn company?
Yes, Melbourne City Dye Works, Australia. Beautiful yarns. So congratulations, Pauline. You're going to win, again, 3 patterns from Sarah Monty Hand Knits. And what did Pauline say? The designer that inspires me is Lisa K. Ross. Her designs are so happy and colorful, so bright and cheery. She has something for everyone. Even the photos for her patterns are a delight, an instant pick-me-up. She makes me want to knit a rainbow. Oh. So I look at her profile. She does have beautiful patterns. So again, that maker is Lisa K. Ross. And I think she's a fairly new designer. Mm-hmm. Okay, number 4. You're going to win the project bag from the Creatrix. And here it is. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful project bag. And the winner of that belonged to post number 25, who is Sylvia 1002. So again, that's post number 25. Let me go there. Oops, I passed it. Hold tight. And Sylvia said, congratulations on this milestone. I love sock knitting and I find that I gravitate to Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears and Kay Litton, the Crazy Sock Lady, if I want to knit pattern socks. Their patterns are well written and I love their designs. If I need a quick refresher on a knitting technique, I turn to Very Pink Knits. Her tutorials are excellent and I could not agree with you more on all of those suggestions. I actually have a pair of Kay Litton socks on the needles now that I really need to finish.
Do you?
I do, yeah.
Which ones?
Oh my goodness. Let me look at my Ravelry projects real quick. It is the chevron. You remember the chevron socks I was making out of that pretty orange and brown and heel toe do-si-do. Remember those?
I do. The name sounds familiar. Was it self-striping yarn? Or?
Yep, self-striping yarn from, the dyer is escaping me, but I'm going to have those. You know what? My goal is to have those done by the next podcast. So be on the lookout for those. But so again, the winner of this beautiful project bag is Sylvia 1002 and you're going to win this beautiful project bag. Congratulations and thanks for participating. And finally, prize number 5, which is the combo skein, generously donated by Wax and Skein Yarns. So she paired one of her beautifully dyed fingering weight sock yarns with Yarn Hero, one of our favorite dyers, and she packaged it with this beautiful project
Progress Keeper.
Progress Keeper from Karen's Hobby Room. So the winner of this combo is One Router, and hers is Lauren, and she's from Chicago. That was post number 60. So let me find Lauren to see what she said. Okay, so Lauren says, congratulations on your milestone. You both inspire me so much. I even joined Weight Watchers because of what you shared. I love Hohi Locatelli, and I have knit so many of her shawls and sweaters. I also love learning how to knit socks by taking Susan B. Anderson's class on Blueprint. So congratulations, Lauren. These are coming to you. And thank you to everyone who shared. I found a couple of new podcasters and a couple of new bloggers, and just that was an excellent question prompt. And this is a thread that we can all go back to from time to time if we need something fresh or something new. So this is a good one. And don't forget, we're all winners, because Sarah Monty Hand Knits also gifted everyone her latest shawl design, which is called, let me see here. It is the Asbury Park shawl. So if you go to the Ravelry group, you will see a link to the shawl as well as the code, which is Best Day Ever, no camps. I do believe it's still running. If this is your first time seeing the podcast, but everyone gets to download a free copy of the Asbury Park shawl. So congratulations, everyone. And I may have cast on for my shawl today.
Oh, is that right?
We'll share that in the whips.
Okay.
Yes.
All righty. So
Woo, that was a mouthful.
Wow.
So if you are a winner, then send us your address, your name, full name, and mailing address, and we'll get these out to you as soon as possible.
Yes, and message the announcer. So I announced the winner of the bag. So Astrid, send me your shipping address, including your full name, and we'll get the gifts out to you as soon as we can.
Yeah.
Trish, you all message Trish for the remainder of the prizes.
Exactly.
The winner.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. So we took one prize.
So the prize for week 21 is a bundle, a sewing bundle.
Yay.
This is fun.
It's our first sewing bundle, I think.
It's a sewing bundle. So I have a portion of the bundle, which is the boxy top by Jen Hewitt. It says it's a great beginner's pattern. It's exclusive to, from Jen Hewitt. She does a lot of things. Jen is print making, fabric printing. She has, fabric collections. She has a book. Yeah, she's an awesome maker.
Yes, she is.
So this is a boxy top. It's akin to the shirt number 1. Shirt number 1, right?
Yes.
This one does have sleeves, though, like a set-in sleeve. But she steps you through all of that. She says skill boosting, learned how to insert flat sleeves and add facing. So I'm
Okay.
guessing she probably stitches her shoulders and lays that out flat, and then you just insert the sleeve, and then you
Mm-hmm.
come up and seam
Yeah.
from the cuff, the bottom around to the end of the sleeve.
Right. Yeah.
Um, I had 2 of these. So now I'm going to have to make one.
Yes.
So here's the pattern, and then Trish has the best part.
And so here's the fabric. So this is 2 yards of a beautiful cotton print. It's just, this looks just very geometric, but not too much. I think this is pretty neutral. Everybody can wear this. I think everybody loves blue. So it's 2 yards, 4 yards, and it's 45 inches wide. It's from Moda Fabrics. It's 100% cotton. I think I said that. And it's pre-washed. So I was put aside for a project. So I'd already washed it. So it's ready to go.
It's ready to go.
Yeah, it just needs you and the pattern. Yeah.
So one note about the size chart for the pattern, the boxy top. It's from an extra small up to an extra large, and the bust is from a 30 to a 40-inch bust. So if you still like to enter to win, but your sizing is outside of the range, maybe you'll consider making it and gifting it.
Mm-hmm. Or
to
if you're more
someone.
experienced sewer, you may want to do some grading. You have
Yeah,
options.
you can probably do some grading.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's
Yeah.
boxy. It's there are not a lot of lines
Right.
that you can challenge yourself a bit.
Right. So in the future, we hope that I can confidently say we'll have more sewing related giveaways that will be more size inclusive. So
Inclusive, yeah.
be on the lookout for that for sure. Oh,
Okay, so what's the prompt?
The prompt is, do you sew for others? And depending on your answer, why or why not? So look forward to hearing what the responses are from that. Cool.
Okay.
So as usual, there will be a thread open in the Ravelry group, which is where we'll be drawing names from for the prize for 2 weeks from now.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So let's talk about what we're wearing before we talk about what we've been up to. You want to go ahead?
Oh, so I'm wearing a tunic length dress number 1.
Mm-hmm.
And tunic, it's just maybe 2 or 3 inches above my knee.
Mm-hmm.
And I just have on some black leggings underneath. And this is a quilting cotton. It's a batik that I scored in Alabama when we went to visit Alabama Channon. And it was a clearance on the clearance section in Joann's. That was a great Joann's, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So that's what I'm wearing today. Oh, and may I say that I'm wearing my with cherries on top enamel pin, and this is the Nubian Queen Unapologetic. Trish will be able to show you closer what the enamel pin looks like. But Sylvia, oh yeah.
Gorgeous.
So the Nubian Queen is actually a knitting design. Sylvia, her full name. She's with Cherry on top, but Sylvia Watts
Cherry. Sylvia Watts Cherry.
Sylvia Watts Cherry has a Nubian Queen sweater. And it's the Nubian Queen is on the front of the sweater. and it's gorgeous.
It is. It's a beautiful sweater. Yeah, I was so excited when I saw that she actually came out with the pin of the sweater. And I believe Shamika Clark of Mika Mika Shop.
Mika Shop.
They collaborated on this. She did the artwork and I guess set up for the actual printing or production of the pin. Beautiful collaboration, ladies. Wonderful job.
Yes.
Cool. So I'm wearing a 100 Acts of Sewing dress number 3. This is the dress I showed last week, and I'm going to work on my setup so that I can be able to stand up, and hopefully you'll be able to see full length what I'm wearing. So it's just the basic, it's very basic dress, slightly oversized. The pattern calls for you to have a seam down the middle. I didn't want the seam down the middle, so I cut both the front and the back on the fold. It also has slits on both sides, but not too high, maybe just at the knee, or maybe below the knee, about 2 inches below the knee.
Okay.
So it's on an A-line, but not as much of an A-line as the dress number 1. It's just really cozy and comfortable, really, really super comfortable. And I made it in a double gauze cotton. Yeah, it can be dressed up or down. I wore it last weekend with some big turquoise beads and turquoise earrings, or you could just lounge around in it. It's just one of those kinds of dresses.
It's pretty. That fabric is.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome. I can't even tell you where I got it from. I almost want to say Hawthorne Fabrics. But I know it was a sale. I know I got it on sale because you know how I feel about a sale.
You love a sale.
Love a sale.
Sales love you too because you find.
Yeah, they do. They find me.
Some great finds. So you said double gauze.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever worked with double gauze.
This is my first time, and I don't have any more in my stash. So it's basically it's literally 2 pieces of cotton fabric, and they're not even fused together. They're just, I'm not quite sure how it's done, but they're close together. You can take them apart, at least with this one. If I wanted to, you can separate them, but it's not like they're sliding all over the place. They're very
I believe they're actually stitched together.
Are they stitched together? Yeah, I wish I'd have saved a piece because I wanted to.
I have a piece. I have some double gauze for crafts, not for a garment. To make a bag, and when you go to pull it apart, it's almost like interfacing between the 2 layers, sorta, kinda. And it's attached with stitching in there.
Yeah, because I know when I cut it, I could see between the 2 layers. So I didn't attempt, of course, to pull them apart, but you could definitely see in certain parts where you could see the separation. But it's a wonderful construction, and the 2 together, it's still lightweight, but it's a substantial fabric, so you don't feel like you're loosey-goosey and just flapping in the wind. You do feel covered, even though it's a thin fabric. It's really nice.
Okay, so tell us about your jewelries.
My jewelries? Okay, so the earrings are from Designs by Yasmin. And I will link to her. Othello's worn her earrings before. I don't get to wear mine as much as I would like to. So I said, let me hook this up with some orange today. So that's this. And then the necklace is from Sassy Jones Boutique. SassyJones.com, I believe it is, but I will link to it. Yeah, she's a maker, and I wish I knew I almost want to say she's in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, but she's a woman of color, and she has a wonderful story about turning lemons into lemonade. I think she had lost her job, and she started out small, and now she's doing really, really well. She has some beautiful things. So yeah, I like big, bold jewelry. So yeah, this is one of Sassy Jones.
Is that beaded? Is it beaded?
It is beaded. It is beaded. Yep. And it's very, very affordable. Very, very affordable. So that's Sassy Jones.
Love it.
Okay, so let's get into the making, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay, so finished objects in knitting and crochet.
Your show. I have
It's my
none.
show, none. Okay. All right, I have two, believe it or not. I finished my socks, my little shorty socks that I shared a couple of weeks ago. They're both done, and I'm so pleased with them.
They're
Very,
so
very
cute.
They really are. And let me pull up my Ravelry page so that I can get all the details for you. So this is just a plain vanilla sock. I usually do 58 stitches, and I knit them on a US 1.5, and I do a toe up. So I start at the toe, and I just do an afterthought heel where I just keep knitting and knitting, and then I eventually just cut in to the back of the sock to create the heel. And the tutorial that I use to do this is from Kirby Werby, and I will link to it. But she has a wonderful YouTube video to show you how to do an afterthought heel. And the yarn is by Coloring Book Yarns. And the color is called Winter Remix Hexie. Yep, and I think I have more than 50 grams left over for you to make you some, Arthella.
You have that in my pile?
It will go in a pile. And they smell good too, because I soaked them with something yummy. I don't even think I use Tough Woolens. I think I actually use shower gel. So
What?
it was what was on hand. And so I think I had some food soaking in a kitchen sink, which is where I normally do my blocking. So I took these into the bathroom and did the blocking there. Yeah, and I'm really pleased with the way they turned out. They're matching.
They're too
I don't
cute.
normally,
Oh yeah, look, they're matchy matchy.
Yeah, I don't normally take the time to do that, but I really took my time this time to make sure they would match. And I think I may be hooked on doing it this way. So, but there definitely will be more shorty socks in the future. They knit up so quickly, and they're just so darn cute and fun.
They are cute. You've inspired me for shorty socks.
Why not? I mean, I have so many of the long ones. And you know me with my internal heater, sometimes shorty socks just might be the thing, especially with ankle boots, So we'll see. We'll see how that works. Okay, so, and then my second finished object is my getaway shawl. The getaway shawl is by Shay Johnson, and here she is.
Oh wow! Look at you!
Isn't it beautiful?
Yes.
This turned out so nice. So you start at one end of the shawl. The construction is really simple. You start at one end, and you just increase, and there's some lace sections in between. Really simple lace. I mean, easy, simple. And there's the middle, and then once you get to the middle, you just mirror the other side with decreases. And then you just place tassels on the edge of the lace sections.
Look, and you did the tassels.
I did the tassels.
Is there a tutorial on the tassels, or?
Not from Shay that I saw, but there's tons of tutorials on YouTube. I remember when I did the test knit for 29 Bridges, and you suggested putting tassels on because it was a really simple shawl. I found a YouTube tutorial when I did those, and that kind of stuck in my head for how I do mine. So I'll link to a tassel tutorial. But they're really
so pretty. Is that stockinette stitch?
It's stockinette stitch. Yep. It's stockinette stitch, and I will probably wear it like this.
And how much yarn did it take?
So I used. Well, I meant to bring what I had left over. It's sitting on the table. 2 skeins of Dragonfly Fibers, sport weight. It's 335 yards. And I think I used a 1.5 skeins, if I had to guesstimate.
And it called for sport weight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
That's so pretty.
The pattern featured, let's see, did she feature a yarn? She doesn't feature any particular yarn for this. So any sport weight you have will do just fine. This color firecracker it's amazing. It's amazing. I told Ray, he said, oh, that color was amazing. I said, would you like a sweater in that? She was like, yeah. So I told him how much it would cost to get him a worsted weight sweater in firecracker. He was like, no. But it is a beautiful color, and I'm very, very pleased with it. This is one I could do again.
Wow.
I could totally make this again. Super fun. Yeah.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, and it knit up pretty quickly on a US 6. I just got distracted with other projects. But it's a easy.
I don't even remember when you started that.
Do I have a date? I started June 11th.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, so happy to have this off the needles. And I'm just think I'll get quite a bit of wear out of this coming season. It's really pretty. Really, really pretty. I did leave off a couple of the lace portions, but the pattern is really well written, very easy to follow. So you could easily make some adjustments, add more lace or, fewer lace rows, no lace rows. Just, it's a great pattern. So thank you, Shay. Really appreciate that pattern.
That's really pretty.
Thank you. I love it. Love it too. Okay, so let's move on into whips.
Well, I do have a couple of whips.
Okay.
Actually, I have a hoe.
Oh, let me see.
It's the shepherdess sock.
Oh, yes, I remember those. Oh, those are beautiful.
So I finished one.
Awesome.
And I've cast on for my second one.
Yes.
And this is a pattern by Tracy Millar of the Grocery Girls.
Mm-hmm.
I started these in December of 2019. However,
excuse me,
I will finish them hopefully soon.
Mm-hmm.
It knit up pretty fast. I just put it down.
Yeah.
But I love the pattern. The yarn is hazelnuts. Is it pecan?
Yeah.
Pecan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In the Midas colorway. It's a beautiful yellow, golden yellow. And it's like a semi-solid. Well, I won't say semi-solid. Yeah, semi or tonal. It's semi-solid. I guess that's considered semi-solid.
Okay. You deviated from your usual afterthought heel.
Oh yeah, because these are cuffed down.
Oh, okay.
That's another thing. Yeah, cuffed down. Ooh, it's okay.
Yeah.
Once I got going, it's just those. By me knitting on 2 circular needles,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I have to cast on all on one and then split it, and then join that way. But it was no problem. It's a really nice, easy repeat
mm-hmm.
of the stitch, the texture.
I love the texture. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's one of my whips.
Okay. I'm still working on my mystery knit along. Those 500 rows are so daunting. I've got about 8 more to go.
That's the stillness.
The stillness shawl. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Wow!
I'll just pull it out real quick and show, just in case this is someone's first time here. Yeah, I really just need to just focus and just finish it. It's quite enjoyable. The rows are just so long.
Oh, that's pretty.
So here's my shawl, and like I said, I have just a few more rows to go, but it's over 500 yards. 500 stitches. So maybe I'll sit down with it for a little bit tonight.
And what's the bind off?
The bind off is, I believe it's a picot bind off. Let me double check. So this is a Helen Stewart pattern. It was her mystery knit along. I ended a couple of weeks ago. And yes, it is a picot bind off, which is not a problem. I really enjoy a picot bind off. So that's not a problem. I just have to get the body done. I'll zoom through the bind off. I say that now. So yeah, I'm still working on that. I'm still working on my hat that I started. But I will just share Sarah's shawl that I cast on for today because I really, really wanted to make that. And again, this is the Asbury Park shawl. That's as far as I've gotten. Not very far. It's a little baby shawl, but beautifully written patterns. I think I'm going to really, really enjoy knitting this. And I'm using Neighborhood Fiber Studio Socks. So this is it's a discontinued base. I wish she would bring it back because I love this base. It's just squishy and that texture that it has, just wonderful. And the color is Madamwin. Did I say that?
Madamwin. Mm-hmm. That's pretty.
Yeah. So
wow.
It's not
I
neon.
don't know that I have any Madamwin.
The perfect.
Does she still dye that colorway?
I think so.
That is so pretty.
Yeah,
I know the colorway.
I have another one of these. I have two of these, and I also have this color in the lace, the luxury lace, which is really, really nice. So yeah, I think this is going to be a really, really enjoyable knit. I'm not doing the beads. It does call for beads, and I believe the beads would go. The beads are all throughout the shawl. So it's on one of these edges. I almost think they will go on this edge. So I'm not going to do the beads in the body, but I think I'm going to do the beads on the bind off. That's what I'm saying now. So we'll see.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And I'm using my new Knit Picks interchangeable set. I believe this is the nickel needles. So far, so good. They have a nice weight to them. Much heavier than Highest in Chalu. And I kind of like that. So we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see how the twist and the joins go for the rest of the project. Yep. So hopefully I'll have more to share on this next time we record. And is anyone else making this? Because we could do a loose make-along.
Oh, yeah. Let us know.
Yeah.
I would love to cast on, but
I know.
I have to remain a little focused.
Yes.
My next whip is the test knit. The banded is the banded test knit by Jacqueline C. Slesack. Slesack.
I think it's Sheslack. I think it's Sheslack.
Jacqueline C.
Jackie C. Yeah, I like Jackie C.
And this is a seamless circular top-down yoke cardi. I'm doing the crop version. And the last time we recorded, I was finishing, I think I had finished my swatches. I did 4 swatches, one in 4 different yarns. And I soaked my swatches all together. And the sink down here, the little drain cover thing, had detached itself, and I just pull the whole thing out and sit it on the sink, and then when I want to use it, I drop it in. So I had my swatches in the sink and ready to drain them, and I pulled that whole drain out, the topper, and it sucked up one of my swatches.
It's gone forever?
Yes. I was like, Jack, come. I'm looking, under the sink at the plumbing, and I was like, well, it wasn't that much water in it, so maybe it didn't, take it all the way out. Maybe it was just like, I was thinking it was in that bin. I had Jack come and take the daggone seat, you know, the drain apart and everything. So I lost one of my swatches, which I was really like, I was kind of thinking that was the one I was hoping would like,
Right.
I would get Gage, and that was the Madeline Tosh Pashmina.
Right.
So that was gone. So then the other swatch, the second swatch was it was a non-superwash. So I kind of, you know, and it was a solid. So anyway, I say all that. I ended up with the Sanguine Griffin, the bugger.
Oh my goodness, that's a throwback.
Yes. Oh my gosh, this yarn is so.
It's awesome.
There's a reason why this has been in my stash.
Yes.
So long, just waiting to be.
Yes. Is that a sport weight?
Yes, it's a sport weight. The bugger is sport weight. Remember, the skinny bugger was a fingering. This yarn is so squishy and soft. So I went and cast it on. The cuff is a folded, you know, it's a double cuff.
Okay. So
that was fun to do.
Very nice.
So now I'm on to, and then I did my short rows.
Okay. So that's the neck.
This is the neck. Yes. Okay. So now I'm ready to start the body.
Wow, that's going to be yummy.
Yeah. So
merino cashmere nylon blend.
It's a 70% merino, 20% cashmere.
Okay.
And 10% nylon.
Wow. Yummy.
And it's 420 yards. 412, I'm sorry.
Cool.
But this is an enjoyable knit, you know.
That color is amazing.
It is. I'm like, so of course I'm like thinking, okay, what dress number 1 fabric?
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's my second whip.
Exciting. Wonderful. Okay, well that's it for me for whips in knitting and crochet. I really want to buckle down and get my whips done so that I can start working on my, I want to participate in the Ho-He make-along, and I want to make my Rhinebeck sweater. So I'll be working really hard the next few days to get some stuff off of the needles. So
is your Ho-He your Rhinebeck?
Yes.
It's going to be your Rhinebeck sweater.
Yes.
Okay.
Rhinebeck sweater.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a whip already started that I'm considering as my Rhinebeck sweater, so I won't mention it now.
Okay.
Because it's test knit. It's my priority knitting right now.
Gotcha.
And there's still, how long is the Ho-He?
I think it's until November. I think the Ho-He goes a little bit further than the Rhinebeck.
The actual Rhinebeck?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yep. So I'll be going through the yarn vault this weekend looking for yarn.
I'm sure there are a lot of sweater quantities standing at attention, waiting to be
just waiting
cast on. Me.
Exactly.
What sweater are you considering?
Oh my goodness, I've put so many of Ho-He's patterns in my queue. Let's see here. I think my biggest, the top runner up is either the worsted boxy or where's the other one? Either the worsted boxy or Let Go, which is another, this is a cardigan. It's got ribbing and cables. That's one option. So I don't know. I just have so many things I want to do. I just gotta focus. I've got to choose one, and then it doesn't have to be a sweater. It can be a shawl, and then there's Window to My Soul. Remember that? It's almost like a peplum, like it's close fitting in the bodice, and it kind of flares out, and the bodice is lace. And it
Which one is that?
Window to My Soul.
Oh, I don't even know that.
Oh yeah. I'll link in the show notes. I'll link to my queue because I put them all in my queue. So if anyone's interested to see what I'm thinking about, but yep. So many things I want to do. Choosing carefully. So is it time to go into sewing and quilting?
Let's move along.
Let's move along. Okay. I have quite a bit to share in sewing and quilting, so let me get going. So the first thing I will share is, I think I shared a couple of weeks ago, I was making my niece some shorts.
Yeah.
Out of this pattern here. So the fabric came and we chose the Robert Kaufman Brussels, which is the linen and rayon, because you said it was so awesome. So I said this would be perfect. So I got 2 pair done thus far.
Oh, wow. Those are cute.
I followed the suggested the amount of fabric you would need, fabric requirements. It wasn't quite accurate because I didn't have enough for the pockets, which is disappointing.
You didn't have enough for the what?
For the pockets. It's supposed to have pockets.
Oh.
Not a deal breaker, because she really just wants these to like lounge around and but anyway, but they turned out really, really well. Super simple, easy. I didn't close up this elastic yet because this feels a bit snug to me. I used a different kind of elastic than what I'm used to using. So I want her to try these on before I close this up in case I gotta give a little bit more room. So that's one
Smart.
pair. And then this is another pair. This beautiful grayish blue. Really simple, basic, not a whole bunch to say. Lots of options with these. Of course, you could do the pockets. You could do side drawstrings. You could do front drawstrings. I didn't do any of the drawstrings. I just, simple, basic shorts. Just wanted them done.
So what happened where you didn't have enough fabric?
Well, I laid out my front and my back, and there was just nowhere, nothing left. No more fabric. It was just enough to make the actual shorts. But I think what may have happened is, and I should have known, I should have gotten a little bit more, maybe a half a yard more. I don't think you can do 4 yards because I did pre-wash, and I do think the fabric shrunk a little after washing and drying. So that's something I have to remember and keep in mind. If it was for me, I would have gotten more fabric, but because she's so tiny and I didn't want her to spend more money than she had to spend, I just said, well, it just says 1 yard. We'll just do 1 yard, but now I know. And you know what? And I'm looking, no, it was a complete mistake on my part. Well, no, is this 60 yards or 45 inches? Do you know?
It's not 60.
So in that case, it's my mistake because I should have got 1 1/4 yards. Yep. So read your patterns carefully, people. Don't be like me. But
or you next time just use some coordinating fabric for pockets.
I could have totally done that too.
That's totally your jam. I'm surprised that didn't pop into your little.
It did not pop into my head at all. I was like, man, I don't have enough. Oh well, we just get them done. But you know what? I do have one more pair to make. So these are the bluish gray, the green. I think this is the green you have. You made your pants out of. And I also have the last pair, which is this orange pair cut out. So maybe I'll do some coordinating pockets for the orange pair.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the color. You guys won't get to see these finished because she's going to pick them up this weekend. But yeah, so those were really fun to make. And this fabric, can I just say?
So you do like the fabric?
It's just a beautiful, it's so drapey. I love that even though it has the rayon, which gives it even more drape, you don't lose the qualities of the linen that you really like, the way the linen wrinkles and the crispness of the linen. It's just awesome. The stitch definition, it's beautiful fabric, beautiful colors, highly, highly recommended. Cool. I really love it. Yeah. Yeah, so I hope she loves them. And Hope they fit.
She will. You know she'll love them.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of my
Other people.
first finished objects is a hat.
That's a first. That's a
The
first for the
Sorrento,
podcast.
yeah, the Sorrento bucket hat. It's a LB Textiles design. The pattern is close to free. It's you can get it on Etsy for $1.51.
Wow.
So I took a class at Stitch with Style by Jamila. Wanda and I took the class, and it was so much fun. This is a fun make, and it's reversible. So there we go.
So cute.
And there we go. Reversible.
Ah.
And I used cotton and steel quilting cotton, the Acoma collection by Rashida Coleman Hale.
Yes.
And I did, so the pattern is size small, medium, no, extra small, small, medium, large. And you just measure the circumference of your head. But mine is a little too big. And Trish, you believe it'll fit your head, right?
I hope so.
So it's coming to Trish, and I'll make me another one.
Okay. Yes.
It was so much fun to make.
It's so adorable. Oh my
Isn't
goodness.
it cute?
Yes.
I mean, it's really cute.
And really easy to make?
And really super easy.
Wow. Okay.
I was surprised how easy. Yeah.
Okay. So tell me the name of that pattern again. You said LB Textiles Designs.
LB Textiles. And it's the Sorrento bucket hat. Sorrento.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay. Wonderful.
And then, of course, it's a PDF.
Yeah.
$1.50. That's
not bad.
And then they have another, it's not called the Sorrento, but there's another one with even a wider brim. I guess it's more like a sun, sun hat.
Okay.
Sun, yeah. And, it'll take all kinds of fabric. Yes, that's Wanda's.
This is Wanda's. Oh, so cute.
Yep.
All right.
So that's one of my projects.
Okay. My other finished project is I made another shirt number 1. And here she is. Remember this fabric that I just started with? So I made it out of this fabric, and then I added the peplum.
Look at you!
Yes. This was so enjoyable. I woke up early this morning to make this. Got everything set up last night. Woke up, had my big mug of coffee and a banana, and I just stitched on it until like 11:30 or so till I was done. It was just really, really enjoyable. Several observations. I need to make this smaller. It's almost too big for me. So the next time I make a shirt number 1, I will have to make the smaller size.
You'll have to go down, yeah.
I will have to go down, which is a good thing. I also would like to start my peplum a little bit higher the next time.
Yes.
So now it's still a peplum, but it's more like a tunic-y style peplum. You know what I mean? Which is a whole different look, which I also love. I love that look. So it's almost like a drop peplum, if there's a name for it.
That's probably because it's oversized. I think the lower peplum, gathered looks better.
Yeah.
With a looser fitting versus when you're up higher, you want it to fit. So your next one, you'll definitely get exactly what you want in the sizing. Because I did. I used a shorter. I just measured, you know, down from my underarm to where I wanted the peplum.
Okay.
And made the pattern shorter.
Gotcha.
The length. I shortened the length of it, and then attached.
Gotcha. So yeah,
So how'd you do your gathering?
I did my gathering with the yarn technique, and can I just say that is the best thing ever. So the first panel that I did, my yarn kept like gravitating over to the left. I didn't have any issue with keeping it in between the zigzag stitch, but the yarn just kept wanting to gravitate. So then I had to remember what I tell people when I'm teaching them how to knit. Remember, you have 10 fingers, use all of them when you're knitting. Use them. So then I just would use this finger to so this finger is holding the fabric and the yarn, and then this finger is just keeping it off to the side. And it was just so easy. And if this sounds like Greek, just I'll link to a tutorial. As a matter of fact, Tabitha Sower, who we follow on Instagram, she has a YouTube tutorial. So I looked at her tutorial first. It's a very, very, very good tutorial.
For the yarn gathering?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that worked out so well. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I took a little extra time before I even put the garment together. I serged off all of my edges, because when I did my seams, I just wanted to be able to iron them open. I didn't want to do French seams. I just wanted the look of the serge edge, and that worked out pretty good also. I love it. And I have an orange pencil skirt I'm going to wear this with.
Wow, that is so pretty.
Yeah,
so pretty.
I'll probably wear it tomorrow, and I'll get some pictures of me wearing it. Yeah, this is one of those premium quilting cottons. So beautiful and drapey. I love it. I think it's a Kathy Fassett print.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my sewing. Another one of my sewing items for this week.
In your favorite orange color?
Yes.
Okay, so I finished the quilt for my niece.
Oh my goodness, let me see.
I finished the quilt for my niece. It's in the other room. I'll go and grab it.
Okay.
But part of the party favors were masks that I initially was going to purchase masks and use my Cricut to put like a little, embellishment on it. But I was like, I didn't think that was going to work too well. So of course I go to make 50 masks. So here are the masks.
Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me?
It's like a lemon theme. So I found this rifle paper company with the lemon theme.
Yes.
That I thought was much nicer.
Oh my goodness.
So I finished the 50 masks. So let me go run and get the quilt. I'll be right back.
I cannot believe you made 50 masks. That's crazy. Wow. So while Othello's getting that, I'll just show you this real quick because she's already seen it. She'd asked me to come up with a lemon image for the sticker that's going to go on a party favor. So
yes,
this is looks like it's going to at least match the mask.
Oh yeah, it'll come together nicely.
Yeah. So it started out with one lemon, but then I just duplicated it and resized and I thought a cluster of 3 would be nice. So yeah,
I love it.
Get these done up for you.
Thank you. So here's the quilt.
Oh my goodness, Arthella.
And the back is just a cotton snuggle.
Wow.
That it's like a brushed cotton.
Yes, yes.
And I used a ready-made binding.
Okay.
Which is kind of like a little colorful, like an ombre rainbow.
Yes.
And then on this last little square here, I didn't catch it. I didn't catch the the seam didn't,
Uh-huh.
you know, catch. So it was frayed, and I was like wondering, what can I do? What can I do? Because I didn't notice that until I had
Oh,
sandwiched it
wow.
and
Hmm.
based, you know, quilted it. So I took a piece of the binding and sewed it in that place. And you can see I just embroidered, just did a running stitch with her name. The baby's name is Zora.
Arthella, that is so special.
So I hope it is. The baby's gonna love it.
The mother, she's going to cry when she sees that.
So
Oh my,
that was my big,
that's a big finish.
I
Wow.
mean, because I did the whole thing
You did the quilting looks amazing.
from start to finish. I did the whole thing.
Wow.
And I love the woodland creatures.
They're absolutely
I
adorable.
love them.
Oh, congrats. That is
So
a
yeah, that was very
big, big finish.
I was really I mean really stressed out about it.
I'm glad it's done so you don't have to stress out anymore.
Really stressed out about it, but it's done.
It turned out so nicely. Oh,
Yeah,
so
you know,
cool.
of course we can always see our little, you know,
Yeah.
but it's like it's for a baby. And even when I look at it now, it's like I can't even see all those little.
No.
I'm not even going to look for them. But I'm telling you, I'm sticking with my initial impression about quilting. I really, really, really enjoy making tops.
Yeah. Yeah.
The rest of it, I
Yeah.
just don't find enjoyable. I
Right.
just do not.
And
So,
that could change. You know, that could change, but for now, that's just where you are. And that,
uh, it could change,
yeah.
but I don't. I think I've. Let's see, how many quilts have I made? Let's see, one, two. I have four. I have one that needs to be finished. You know, I did the
Mm-hmm.
top, and it's a small one too. I may go ahead and knock that out,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't see doing anything larger than,
Yeah.
you know, a wall or just a small baby.
Right.
I just can't.
It's a lot. I personally find sewing itself to be very physical, at least for me. It's just a lot. Maybe if I had a better chair, it wouldn't feel so physical. But you know, the cutting out and the, you know, just
It's
to
you
me,
get a workout.
you get a
It can be
workout.
a workout.
And quilting, yeah, it's even more of a workout. So
You have to roll it and get it under.
exactly.
You
Yes.
know, and I'm thinking if I had like a really small long arm, you know, like one of the smaller, would I enjoy it then? I don't know. But I tell you, I didn't tell you, so let me tell you now before I forget. You know, Material
Mm-hmm.
Girls in Waldorf, La
Yes.
Plata,
Uh-huh.
they have a quilting class where you do more than just, you know, stitching in the ditch and blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And they have a couple of classes coming up in September that I had said I would check out, but it's like, but you don't want to do that. So why would you check it out? But I made for that
Mm-hmm.
$25. That's not much.
Not bad at
I
all.
may
Are
check it
these
out and
virtual
see.
classes or in-store
They're
classes?
in-store classes.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know, there's that place in Sweetwater that I had signed up for their long arm rental
Mm-hmm.
class where they teach you how to do. And I signed up for that, but I have since put in a call to them to cancel my registration because I'm just so right now not wanting to. But maybe I should just do the class and maybe that'll change my mind. I don't know.
Oh.
I would need the equipment, I think. I think I would need this, you know, the just.
Well, if you had a long arm, I think you would. What I don't know because you really enjoy handwork. So
I
yeah,
do. And then
yeah.
I was talking to Wanda today and she's like, she's going to start, you know, hand quilting as well. So I was like, yeah, I could do that. You know, I
Mm-hmm,
could do,
mm-hmm,
I think I would find that more enjoyable. And then
mm-hmm.
after we, we listened to Carolyn Friedlander
Yeah.
earlier this week. I do enjoy hand work.
Right. Right.
So we'll see.
Oh, yeah, but it's good to know there are options. It really is good to know you have options.
Yeah, there are options, and one of my options is to just send it away and it comes
Exactly.
back finished.
I was looking at a tutorial this week for making a quilt without the binding, whereas you basically you do some pre-quilting to the quilt top and the batting together. So it's just those two pieces, and then you basically put the backing on, and you sew it around and you turn it inside out, and then you complete the quilting.
Oh, so you like pull it through, you leave an opening and you pull it in. Are you kidding?
Mm-hmm. So for quilt purists, that was probably like, oh, that's not a real quilt,
right?
But it is a thing. That is a thing. Because I don't know which one I like the least, the binding or the quilting.
The binding wasn't bad.
Okay.
I guess it was just, I don't know. I think it was just the stress of the gift, maybe.
Yeah.
And getting warmed up. You have to, it's a thing where you have to get warmed up. You and
Absolutely.
Your machine, your walking foot, everything, and you just got to really see how the machine is going to pull the fabric through, because the stitch, you want a consistent, stitch, and you want a stitch length that's really going to, show up. So you have to, do some like practice before you commit it to the, your piece that you're trying to finish. But I was like, I don't have time for all that. I just wanted to get,
well,
I wanted to get it done.
What Angela Watcher says, a finished quilt top, an imperfect finished quilt is better than an unfinished quilt.
It really is.
Yeah. I totally botched that, but you guys know what I'm saying.
Yeah, because I had even, I had stitched the binding, and then I said I was going to hand stitch, finish it, but I did it. I should have stitched it to the back and then turned it to the front and hand stitched that. Okay. So then I put that thing on the machine. I was like, oh, you're going to get this done. So, yeah. I mean, it turned out okay. I can see where some of the stitching is what it is, but it's finished. I'm glad. I can't believe I'm finished.
I know.
And then these masks, it's like, oh my gosh.
Those are beautiful.
And the thing is, I didn't tell them. So I pitched that, we decided that we would give, the mask and hand sanitizer would be one of the favors. But I didn't even tell them I was, because I was going to buy the mask.
Right.
So I never went back and told them that I was making the mask. So that's going to be a nice little surprise. Dominique, she'll appreciate it, because she's making now. My sister's going to be like, oh, you made all those? And I'm like,
Yeah, it's interesting to see people's reactions to. Yeah.
I thought you were going to buy them. It's like, you don't get, this is way better than.
Yes. Awesome. I hope there's a good handful of people who truly, truly appreciate it.
Hopefully they will. If not, give it to someone else. Who knows where they'll end up. But
yeah,
I'm glad I was, because the fabric, I was like, oh yes, I'm gonna use a Rifle Paper Company. They'll be like, oh, it's just got lemons on it. I was like,
right,
it's Rifle Paper Company.
Paper Company. What's wrong with you people? Yeah. Okay, so let's do a little bit of embroidery talk real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to blame this on Ellie of the Craft House Magic Podcast.
Are you?
Not this week, but last week, she showed some amazing embroidery work. I can't even describe it. You just have to watch the episode to see the work that she did. Some of them she put in frames, and it's just works of art. Anyway, I had this little set in my stash, little kit in my stash. So I stitched this up.
Oh, wow.
And I really love the way it turned out. I was able to get this done in 2 nights.
You did all that in 2 nights?
In 2 nights. I started and I could not put it down. This is as close as you're going to see it. I won't bring it close up so you can see all the imperfections.
You won't. Yeah, what stitches did you use?
Oh, I used some Lazy Daisy. I did some running stitch, some fishbone or herringbone.
Oh yeah, the fishbone. I love the fishbone.
Some spider web, some double Lazy Daisy, a couple of other stitches I think I made up on my own. But I love the way this turned out. I think it's
That's
just
so cute.
Yep. So this will either go in the kitchen or it may just go behind me on this wall.
Yeah, it looks like you have a spot right there.
Yep. So yep, absolutely love it. So I finished this up and I was like, I want more. What else can I do? What else can I do? But this is the only embroidery kit that I have. So then I remembered this book that I purchased maybe about 1.5 years ago, and I shared it on the podcast. This well before you joined me, and I don't even know how I found out about Nicole. This is from Nicole Vogelsinger, Boho Embroidery. And so basically, it's like a freestyle embroidery. So, you have your kits and you have your patterns for how exactly the project is supposed to look. But in this book, she tells you how to just getting started with embroidery by picking up a piece of fabric and embellishing that piece of fabric with embroidery. So your pattern is already there for you based on whatever the patterning is on the fabric.
Oh, so it's a printed piece of the fabric has a print on it.
Yeah, so we're talking basic fabric like quilting cotton that already has a print, not fabric that's specifically made for embroidery. So let me show you an example. So I say, you know what? Well, let me just give it a shot. So I hooped up this piece of this fat quarter, trying to find the other part. Anyway, so this is what it looks like. It was just this fat quarter I got from Walmart. Really pretty. It's got some metallic in it, and it's like a chevron. So I put this on the hoop, and I just used this to, and just mimic the lines that were in the fabric to practice some more of the stitches with. She also encourages the use of beads in embroidery, which makes it boho. So it's like just a totally different way of doing embroidery. And each one of these stitches are different. So I got some knots here. I forgot what that one's called. This really wrecked my brain figuring out how to get it done. The oyster stitch also wrecked my brain, but I got it. This buttonhole scallop, which I absolutely love.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. These cross stitch here, and then just a basic satin stitch. Little beading in here. And you know what I use to do this? It's all done with yarn.
Oh.
No embroidery floss. I just took a big bag of scraps that coordinated with the colors in the fabric, and I just went through. So the first part of the book tells you which supplies you'll need. Mm-hmm. And then the next part of the book talks about the stitches. So I just flipped the pages and I just stuck with it until I mastered that stitch. So I just went down, down, down. And I'm about halfway through learning the stitches. So we've got some chain stitching, like I said, some cross stitching, oyster stitching. Oh yeah, this is called the Spanish knotted feather stitch. This one here,
That's really pretty.
Enjoyable. So I didn't finish this off in the back because I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I don't know whether I'm going to cut it out and do some applique on a garment, or if I'm just going to just leave it in the hoop for a decorative piece. But It's a great book. It's a beautiful book. She's got some patterns in the back for you to trace. She does some English paper piecing projects. Just the possibilities are endless. I think you would really enjoy this since you enjoy hand stitching.
I like that one pattern you had. It looks like it was just
This one?
yeah, I like that.
Yeah, this one was one of the more involved ones, but it's like muscle memory. Once you get it, you got it. At first, it's like, do what? That's just, I'm never going to get this, and then something just clicks, and you just get it. Yeah. So this was
That's so pretty.
super enjoyable. So now I'm like, man, I ran out of hoops. What do I do next? I do have one more hoop. Do I have something hooped up? Yep, I did. So this is my last hoop. So my next project is going to be this piece of fabric.
Oh wow, that'll be pretty.
I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, and I don't know if I'm going to use embroidery floss or if I'm just going to use yarn again. But that's again the beauty of this book, because you don't have to use floss. You can use. She even has some projects in here where you're using fabric to do the embroidery.
Oh wow.
Yes. So yeah, this is.
What's the name of that?
This is called Boho Embroidery, the pattern collection. This is the second. She has 3 books, I believe. So this is probably not, if you want to get into this type of embroidery, this is probably not the first book to buy, maybe her initial one, which I think I'm going to get also.
What's her name?
Her name is Nicole Vogel Singer, VOGELSINGER. And she's Boho Embroidery on Instagram. And I promise, if you look at her Instagram feed, your jaw would drop. You would just be like, wow, that is just so amazing.
Oh my gosh.
So now I'm thinking, even on this garment here, I'm like, man, I could easily just do some stitches and some beading on this. Just the possibilities are endless. You can just do a little portion.
Oh my gosh, yes, you could do something. Wow.
Yeah, like a cluster of embroidery, just like where you would put a brooch maybe. You could take a denim jacket and hoop portions of that up and just go to town on that thing. Just have fun. You know?
Look at this before it goes away. This mini maker case for our.
What? That's a sew along? Oh my goodness. Here we go.
It's a mini maker case for our little travel.
Yes. Mark that, please. Make sure you mark that.
Yes,
yep,
I did.
So I'm really having a really, 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 really good time with this embroidery. And I'm looking forward to seeing what else. Oh, so I went to, once I remembered I had the book, I flipped through the book, totally got re-inspired again. So I went to Instagram to look at her profile to see what new things she was doing. And that's when I found out she had a class that I told you about. So the class is going to be.
So is this the class you sent me? Is Nicole?
Yeah, yes.
Oh wow! I didn't make the.
Yeah,
connection.
It's called Boho Fabric Embroidery. It's a virtual class. It's going to be taught by Nicole, and it's sponsored by Pennington Quilt Works, which is in New Jersey. I will link to all of this. There was a class this week, but it's sold out. So now it looks like there's still room for Saturday, September 12th, which is the class I'm going to take. It's a 2-hour class. It's only $20. And there's a supply list, or you can purchase one of their kits, which has everything you need. So I'm really excited about that. And that's another reason I'm doing these, because I want to kind of have a little bit of knowledge about some of the stitches before I do the class. Yeah.
When is that class?
When that is September 12th.
Okay.
Yep,
Nicole, she's Wild Boho.
Yes. What did I say? Boho Embroidery? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
she's Wild Boho.
Okay. I'm following her now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, she's all set up. Oh, she had a class the other day.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, all set up for my virtual class with Pennington quilts today. Was that
Yeah.
like
Uh-huh.
yesterday?
Yeah, that was yesterday. Yep,
And
Thursday
then
on
she
20.
says she has one in September.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. And they have some beautiful fabrics too. So um
That'll be fun.
I'm really looking forward to it. You know, I'm not a big one. I'm not one for classes. I usually
You
find
say that, but you're becoming one with for classes.
I'm becoming one for class. So that's a good segue into the little fun thing we did this week, the online thing. You want to talk about that?
Yes. So are we done?
Do you have anything else to share in sewing?
Um, I um no, I mean just what's around the corner, what's coming up. I can share what's around the corner in my sewing and quilting.
Okay. Okay.
You want to do it now or want to do it later in the jibber jabber?
It's up to you. Do you want to stay focused, stay on track?
Yes, okay. So I'm participating in a quilt along, the Nova Star quilt along. It's a Then Came June quilt.
Uh,
So let's see what I can, and we'll post it. But
Definitely.
this is the Nova Star. It started Monday.
Oh, that's so
It's for 9 weeks. And the first week, although it started, this week was really just an intro week, you know, what the stitch along will entail, your supplies, blah, blah, blah. It's 9 weeks. So you have plenty of time to join in.
Mm-hmm.
Wanda, of course, brought me along. That's
She's
all I'll say. I won't
this
say
quilt
rabbit
is
hole
beautiful.
anymore.
Oh, it's so pretty.
So I ordered a kit, you know, because I was like, okay. she curated kits. So here's my fabric for.
Wow. That's really pretty.
It's really pretty. It's
really
pretty. It's really, really pretty. Some of the colorways are like called turmeric and eucalyptus and apple teeny and lemonade. So those colors are really here.
Yes.
And let's see if I can find a picture of so this is the entire quilt.
Oh, it's absolutely, it looks like tons and tons of half square triangles.
It's like, yeah, half square triangles and little small bits. Yeah. So there will be a lot of cutting involved.
Yes.
And I think you know, if you care to quilt along, I think she has it set up for you to finish like four blocks a week.
Okay, doesn't seem too overwhelming.
That seems overwhelming.
No, it doesn't. It does not.
Okay, all right. Mm-hmm. I don't know because, you know, it seemed like my quilts so far. I mean, this baby quilt, I did all the cutting, but you know, most of my quilts have been pre-cut. I had the jelly roll. Remember the rainbow jelly roll that I did, and that was, you know, pre-cut. You know, I just had to cut the pre-cut.
Right.
And the same with the other two were the charm packs, the 5-inch squares. So I'm excited about that.
The quilt is beautiful. I'm looking at all the different possibilities on the website.
Oh my gosh, there's so many possibilities.
Oh, whew, that's awesome. All righty then. So anything else in sewing? Anything else in sewing?
No. Okay. Do we want to talk about the what do we call that, what we participated in earlier this week?
So it wasn't a class. I would say it was a, I don't know what you called it. So basically it was a chat. It was an afternoon chat with Carolyn Friedlander. And it was sponsored by a quilt shop where is that quilt shop? Do you remember?
It's in Florida.
In Florida, a quilt shop in Florida.
Yeah, let's
Let me
see.
look through my
Let's find more information.
right. Oh goodness. So the Modern Sewist.
The Modern Sewist, yes.
Is that the name of the quilt shop?
That's the name of the quilt shop.
The Modern Sewist, and apparently she's been doing this for a while where she's hosting different makers and she'll chat with the makers. So that was nice, getting Carolyn's perspective on her design process with her fabrics and whatnot, and a little bit about her daily life and what brought her to where she is now. So that was really cool. And I'd only heard of Carolyn Friedlander, and I've noticed her prints and really liked them, but this was a way to really get a close-up look at them.
Yeah, because I've seen her quilt designs, her fabric. I probably have purchased her fabric. The quilt patterns, they seemed complicated. and what I realized is it's a different technique. It's applique. It's it's not just you're
yes.
It's so learning as we go. This was an opportunity, like you said, to see exactly what she does and how and why she does it. Right. So the Modern Sewist still in Florida. What part of Florida? So it was a Zoom call that we participated in, and Carolyn talked about her process and what inspires her, and she really enjoys what she considers meditative hand stitching. And I enjoy that as well. And then it really inspired me to learn the needle turn applique. So when I mentioned it to Wanda, she was like, that's the class that I just took with Megan at Three Little Birds, was the turn applique. And so she, we were on FaceTime, so she's like showing me what that actually means.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to learning and using that technique for applique. Of course, there are different ways of applique. Yeah. But so there was a pop-up. Would you call it a pop-up? So after Carolyn had her little talk, and she showed us her different quilts, and she has a basic collection of her fabrics, and she showed how she's been adding colors to that collection. And then this is is this the Arlo? I think this is her latest, one of her latest quilts, right? The Arlo.
I love it.
And that's the turn needle applique. So I thought that was great. It was a lot of fun. So after Carolyn signed off, that left us with the shop owner, and she had a sale of Carolyn Friedlander products, her patterns, her fabrics in pre-cuts, in yardage, and she would, I guess it was like an auction. Well, not an auction, but she would show you a product that had a number associated with it, and you on Zoom in the chat would grab it.
Right. And her
Now,
assistant was there to say, oh, that's sold out. Oops, that's sold out. Oh, so she would say, oh, so-and-so, you got it. Oops, sorry, so-and-so, you didn't get it. So
you're right. But beautiful. I really enjoyed that. And I'm looking forward to working one of her quilts.
Yeah, that was quite enjoyable. Very, very. So thanks for letting me know about that. So there's so many things. We can't do things the way we used to do them, but there's still a lot of things that we can enjoy. So you just got to think outside the box.
Yeah, in a new way. It's a new way. So
definitely. And I think in a lot of ways, we're able to do things, or we're exposed to things that we would not have otherwise had an opportunity to do. Either.
Exactly.
So I would probably never drive to New Jersey to do one of Nicole's classes, but and now she's able to reach a larger audience of people also. So it can be a win-win.
I think it's a win-win for all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like doing a new thing. It's like doing a new thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
so it's exciting.
It is exciting.
Very, very exciting. Okay, so I showed what I had in digital art. I made Arthella's lemons for the baby shower, so I'll get those turned into stickers tonight or early tomorrow. The only other thing I did in paper with the Cricut was I made me some dividers for my planner, some top tab dividers for my planner.
Oh, look.
Mm-hmm.
Top tabs.
Yeah, top tabs. So I have the side tab for the month, but I want to break out the month into more specific things.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so that's why I made these. And this was just some cardstock I had. They're all different, same family, same color family, but different prints. So this was interesting. It took me a minute to figure this out. But it's basically, I got to use the weld function in Cricut.
Okay.
So basically started out with the a square and then added a tab to the top and welded the two together. So now it becomes one. And it worked out pretty good. So I think I want to make them a little wider next time. But yep, other than that, they're going to be perfect. And I got those done. And then I also made my little tabs for them also. So these are little stickers.
Oh.
Yeah. I even got one for podcasting.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because I was wondering, were you going to, write in?
Yeah, no, I decided
but you made stickers.
Yeah, because they look more uniform. Oh my goodness. My husband just sent me a text message. This is totally off topic, but I'm bursting at the thing. They went fishing. Okay, do you want to see the fish Armani just caught?
Is it big?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
What kind of fish is that?
This looks like a white perch. Oh my goodness. Oh, happy day. This is some good eating. Okay. I'm sorry. I digress.
That's awesome.
Yes. Yep. So that's about the only thing I've done with the Cricut in the past couple of weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So I think we've shown all of our makes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Have you purchased anything in the last couple of weeks? Any acquisitions come in?
Yeah, I had a few things come in. Well, I showed I showed my quilting bundle.
That is so pretty.
I had posted this on Instagram earlier this week, and I had someone message me and say, what software did you use to, and I forgot what term she used. I said, I didn't use any software. I just ordered I ordered a curated kit.
Yes,
That's
that's a
what I
whole
did.
nother thing. Oh
I'm
my,
not even there, you know. I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure I could do it, but
Mhm.
no. I ordered a kit. So that was one of the things that I got. And
Okay.
then here is something else in my
Ooh, that's pretty. That purple.
quest to follow, you know, or, you know, as some of the viewers introduce us to, you know, different makers. Of course, they, I don't know, somehow pop up, you know, on Instagram. So this is one. This is Teal Torch Knits.
Teal Torch Knits. Now that's a
Teal
new.
Torch is all one word. Teal Torch Knits. So it's tealtorchknits.com.
Okay.
And it popped up, and I went to the site, and I was like, okay. So when I, you know, I kind of want to try like little mini skein bundles or
Mm-hmm.
something now.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
at first I fell in love with this TTK Bounce DK, 274 yards. The colorway is red, red wine.
Oh, that's pretty. Wow. Love it.
And then she had mini skein sets, but she had them in a DK weight. So I was like,
Mm. Wow.
duh, to try the DK weight. So here's the first one. Is it's not me, it's you. Kiss off, not today. Can you not? Um, I don't know what that reference is, but it, you know, it wasn't like I was drawn to the name,
Right.
but this is the
Oh,
bundle.
oh, that's really pretty. That would be good.
Isn't that
Beautiful
pretty?
faded hat. Yes.
Oh my gosh, this might go, it would be a pretty painted, is that what you said, painted bricks hat?
It would be, yeah, I was just thinking a faded hat, but a painted bricks hat would be amazing.
It would be pretty in a painted bricks hat, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the second one I got. Whew, their names are long, the colorways, but this one is shades of purple.
Very pretty. Wow. Teal Torch Knits. Okay.
Yeah. So that's my acquisitions, stash acquisitions.
Stack positions. Okay. So, okay. You guys know I love a sale. And I love Missouri Star Quilt Company daily deals. So they have a daily deal of a rose gold metallic pin holder.
I wish I had gotten one of those now.
It's so pretty. It's so there's some pins in there. The pins came with it. I guess they wanted to make sure you knew it's metallic, but it's really nice. Yeah, it was a really good deal. So that's Missouri Star Quilt Company, magnetic pin dish. And I picked up some Hugh Loco, one of her color ride sets, because of the Grocery Girls. They showed this set, and I just fell in love with it.
Oh, wow.
So this is the number 4 color ride set. And what I love about them is that they're half skeins. So they're not full skeins, they're half. So I could probably do like a sleeveless tee with this. It's a total of, I think it's a total of about 900 yards.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So it's just enough. So I think if I did 4, it would just be way too much. And
so what's the half skein sets called?
They're called Juicy 50s. Yep, Juicy 50s. Yep. And she has some other colors too. This was supposed to be a pre-order, but it came pretty quick.
It did?
Pretty quick, yeah. And it's absolutely, it's not doing any justice. The colors are amazing. So
it's really pretty.
Don't watch the Grocery Girls because you'll always find something.
Oh yeah, they love Hugh Loco.
Yeah.
And that's a nice put up.
It is. It really is. And it was a good price too. I thought it was a good price. Yeah. Should I go on?
Yes.
I purchased this because of you.
Because of who?
Because of you. You mentioned this maker on the last podcast. DJ Fleece.
Yes.
Let me make sure I get her name right. DJ Fleece Fiberworks.
Yes.
And so this is the set that I got.
You ordered a set.
I ordered a sock set.
That she said our podcast caused her to have to re-dye.
Yeah, she sold out, which was awesome.
She sold out. That's
Mission
pretty.
accomplished. Now this is another, so again, this is a half skein. It is, she calls it a demi skein. So it's 231 yards. And this is enough for the heel, toe, and cuff.
And a cuff.
But it's perfect because I always have so much yarn left over after a pair of socks. So the sock sets are perfect. And this color is Blue Luna. It's inspired by a blue butterfly, blue and purple butterfly. So these are going to become Hey Brownberry's new sock pattern. Cannot think of the name of it, but it's coming out September 1.
Okay.
So I'll have these cast on, hopefully by the next podcast. Yep. Just so pretty. So, so pretty.
Maybe I'll cast on, because are they shorties?
No, they're not shorties, but they can be shorties. It's a pattern, it's a textured sock. And the texture does go on the front of the foot, so they could very well be a pair. I probably will make mine shorties.
So, yeah, hey.
Yeah, this is the new pattern where it's a cuff down, and she shows you how to close the heel without Kitchener stitch.
Oh.
Right. So it's going to come with a video tutorial on how to do that technique. So I'm super excited to see what that's all about.
Test knitting is wrapping up.
Yeah, aren't they pretty?
They are pretty.
You want to show? So it's got some really cool texture right there on the front.
That's really pretty. I may join you on that one.
I love
it's
that.
It's called Now and Next.
What that color is too, because that sure is pretty.
Let's see what she says about that. The yarn is Cauldron by Otherworldly _yarns. Otherworldly yarns.
Otherworldly.
Look at. Oh boy, look at this. Cauldron is a mix of dark earth and steel tones mixed with fire-like hues and off-course, the vibrant, off-the-chart colors. Ooh, gee. Okay, look, coming. Oh, it's a Corriedale.
Oh, nice.
That may be.
That's
look at that going after.
Really pretty, yes.
Oh, see, you done started.
See, I'm sorry. I just want you to see the socks.
They're in New Hampshire.
Okay, Otherworldly Yarns.
And they have an Etsy shop.
So that's on Etsy.
Cauldron. Here it is.
All righty. Did you have any other acquisitions you want to share?
Yes, I have one fabric acquisition that I'm really excited about. A spoon flower.
Oh boy.
You know I love mushrooms.
Yes.
So check this one out. Let me take mine, because I had it on the shelf. You know, so you can see the pattern.
That's really pretty. Oh, that's so beautiful. Wow.
And I got it in a crepe de chine.
Yeah.
A poly crepe, you know, so it's really drapey.
Yeah.
So I'll either make a wilder gown, or there's another pattern I have that I may make. But I thought this was so pretty. It would just make a really pretty, you know, tunic or blouse.
Definitely, definitely. So fun.
Yeah.
So fun.
So that's what I got. recently.
Okay. You already shared your Paisley and Gold sewing acquisition, right? From her last update?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so mine just came in.
Did it?
It just came in. So I think she had an issue with one of her sewing machines broke. Because when you order from her, I believe like the shell of the bags are done, but she has to put the findings on, depending on what you order.
Right.
So it was definitely delayed, but totally worth the wait. So, and I wish I knew the names of her bags.
Oh yeah, see, you got a
But
different style altogether. That is
yeah,
so pretty.
so this is the suede tote.
And
And I'm
that's
definitely gonna.
suede.
It's suede, and it's like a cantaloupe orange. It's really pretty. So we'll definitely have to treat this with some Scotch Guard,
Uh-huh.
but it's really pretty. And I want to see if it'll fit my computer. She says it'll fit a small work computer. So we'll see. But yes, love the leather findings. There are 2 pockets on the inside. It's just a beautiful bag, just very simple. And I love it. So I picked that up, and I also picked up a couple of her canvas pouches to match the bag.
Those are cute.
They're really nice.
I think I got one of those.
You think you did? Very well made. Yeah, this one's actually small enough. This could fit like an embroidery project
Oh wow.
on the go. I don't know if it'll fit this size. We'll see. Nope. But for a small project, it'll definitely fit. And finally, I also picked up one of these. This is a new design for her.
Is that not the one I got?
I think this is the one you got. Yeah, I think this is the one you got. So it's a heavy canvas, not a wax canvas, but a heavy canvas. Kind of reminds you of the fringe supply bags, but the fabric is different. Very well made, and I love this color. So I'm gonna put my.
Is that like a pumpkin color?
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna put my Hohi sweater in here once I figure out
Which one?
which one. And I just love the handles. This is definitely made for knitting on the go, for sure. And she's got her little logo right there. Yep. So this was a treat to me. And I love them all. So thank you, Erica. And I think there's still some left at her shop if anyone's interested in shopping.
Yeah, check her out.
Paisley and Gold. Yep. Well, that's it for me.
Well,
Yeah, that's it. That's enough.
that's a lot.
Yeah. But it's been 2 weeks, so.
It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
A lot has happened in 2 weeks. Huh?
A lot has happened in 2 weeks. Yeah. Yep. So we showed the pins from Cherry on Top. I believe she still has these in her shop. And
They're really pretty.
They're so pretty. So,
and detailed.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep, so I got those. That was the stash position. And they come in 2. There's Unapologetic and Nubian Queen, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they both have the beautiful sweater.
Nubian Queen.
The Nubian Queen sweater image. Yeah. That's
and the colors.
A dream knit for sure.
Well, yeah, it's a whip for me.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot you cast on.
I didn't. Well, that's one of my Rhinebeck sweater considerations.
Awesome.
High considerations. Yeah. So maybe I'm putting it out there. I guess that'll be what it. Once I get going, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's still, it's in Tarja. But she says,
Yeah,
you can do it, Arthella. You can do it. I'm
he's
like,
so
okay.
sweet. We'll see. We'll see.
So what else is going on? Do we have any jibber jabber?
I don't have any jibber jabber. I just, like I said, I took off. Today I was off. I'm going to be off again on Monday. Just some time to regroup before the fiscal year starts at work. Taking on some new responsibilities, and so it's going to be super super busy most of the time. So just trying to pace myself and so I don't get too overwhelmed and make sure I have time for my making time and the mental energy. So, but other than that, doing good. I hit a milestone with Weight Watchers this week, which is exciting. I'm down 15 pounds, which is really exciting. So I'm just enjoying this journey. It is a journey, learning a lot. And yeah, and I really appreciate everyone else making their comments also, because I think a lot of people, we're definitely not the only ones who on this struggle of, weight loss and just not necessarily weight loss, but just getting healthier.
Healthy,
So, yeah. And what that looks
healthy,
like is
healthier
different
lifestyle.
for every person. Yeah. Yep. So thank you for being on this journey with us. It's a work in progress for sure. Yeah, but no new recipes. Haven't done a lot of cooking this week. But looks like we'll be frying up some fish, or either oven frying maybe, or what's the air frying.
Yes, you could try it in the air fryer.
Yep.
My air fryer has been great. It's been my number one appliance.
It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome.
In the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I'm just, Weight Watchers wise, nothing new, just, doing the same, following, just trying to eat more fresh and raw and not as much meat per se. And listening to my body, because it tells you when things are not settling well.
It's true. It's true.
Especially when you eliminate things. And then when you go back to it, there's been clear signs for me.
Yeah. How about that?
One is like, cutting back on, processed sugar. It's really helped inflammation. My knee doesn't hurt. But then when I do intake it, it lets me know.
Yeah. That.
Yes, I can feel the difference. So it's like, you want to feel good, or you want that like little taste for that,
Exactly.
that quickly passes away.
Right.
Find something else, So it's about replacements.
Yeah.
Making, and I will say, like I told you, I said I had apple pie this week. And it's like, for me to say that, it's like, okay, you had apple pie. But it was like, I decided I was going to have apple pie, and it was good, but I was okay once it was gone.
Yeah. Yeah, I also had apple pie. So I've had a loss like 2 weeks in a row. I think I shared this with you. I've eaten more in the past 2 weeks than I've been eating since being on Weight Watchers. I don't know why I've been so hungry. So I've been using all of my points, all of my extra points, all of my activity points, you know, and maybe somebody else's too, but the weight is coming off. So I think initially, I think I was depriving myself, which can also cause you to, hold on to weight too. So
Yeah, you have to find that. It's
yeah,
like balance.
it really is. It really is. Yep. But it's been good. I'm enjoying the journey. I really am.
Good.
Yep.
Good, good, good.
Yep. So I guess we'll be doing some more knitting, some more embroidery and sewing, and got a lot of things up here I want to do. Just gotta plan it all out.
Yep, I have a few virtual, well, not virtual. I don't have any, but I have some sewing classes coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Next Saturday is a pencil skirt class.
That's with Stitched with Style.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's next Saturday, the 6th. And then after that, I have it's the bomber jacket. I signed up for a bomber to make a bomber jacket.
Fun. Okay.
And then I also signed up for a wrap skirt, not skirt, but a wrap dress.
Right. Yes.
Using knit material.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to that because I love a wrap.
Yeah.
I really do love a
Yeah.
wrap.
Oh yeah. So I just have the embroidery class, and I did purchase a candle making kit from one of
Oh,
our
yeah.
local shops that just opened. It's called FSC Workshop. I'll be sure to link to it. And she was slated to open her shop just as the pandemic hit. So she was delayed by several weeks. And then of course, business is a little slow because of the pandemic. So she's also starting to do some virtual classes. So as she gets those rolling, I will mention them, and I will put a link to the candle making class if she has that link up on her website. And we could even possibly think about her doing a class just for us. She could curate a class just for a group of people, or if you have friends that you have a particular class and you want her to teach, she will do a virtual class for you. So I will.
Okay, so did you purchase the kit with the intention of taking the virtual class?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So does she have any of the virtual candle kits already? I mean, candle classes already scheduled?
I think last week I did not see them on the website, so I'm going to check again this weekend. Hopefully they're up there.
Wow, candle making.
And the beauty of it is that when you purchase the kit, the class is free. Yeah. So, and I don't know how long that's going to be. So that's what it was. That's what it is now. So, yeah. So check her out. She's Fee, Fee, Sew, Sew, Crafty. Fee So Crafty on Instagram. Very talented maker. And her shop is fscworkshop.com.
Yes, that's local to us.
Yes.
So some other upcoming things, of course, is virtual, Rhineback
Mm-hmm.
virtually via Indie Untangled.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing, a virtual Rhineback. And they have you seen their list of presenters or?
Not yet.
Yeah, so Nancy Ricci Getting Pearly with It. She's
I
opening.
signed up for that, didn't I? Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And what's it? TL Crafts? What's her name?
Oh, Tony Lipsy?
Yeah, she's doing a Tunisian crochet class.
No way.
Yes. So check that out. Let's see. I think let's see. What's the fella Max and they're a duo. They're two male knitwear designers. He knits the beautiful yoke color work.
I can't think their names. I know who you're talking about though.
One of them's name is Max, and I can't remember the second one's name. But if you go to indieuntangled.com, you can sign up for those. Virtual presentations and classes. They're doing the bingo virtually.
Oh wow!
So you can sign up for the bingo.
Okay.
And then the virtual marketplace to get a ticket to that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's, yeah, because that'll be here before you know it.
It will be, yeah. Okay. So there's a lot going on.
Yeah, there's a lot that you can do.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
There's a lot you can do.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I guess we can close out on that. I hope everyone is staying well, physically and mentally. This pandemic has a way of not just affecting your physical, but also your mental state. It can be a bit tough.
Yeah, that's why every day is glad to have the making.
Mm-hmm. It definitely helps. Yeah.
Yes. And I too, I hope everyone is staying well, and doing some new things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doing some new things.
Yeah. Because that can definitely help. Just, breaking up the monotony and just trying something new amidst all the everything. So, yeah. So we hope to be back 2 weeks sharp with some more making.
2 weeks, and we have another milestone to share then too.
Yeah, we do. We do. So we got another celebration coming up.
Yeah. So, keep the comments coming in both YouTube, on YouTube and on Ravelry.
Mm-hmm.
We read them. They inspire us. They make us smile. So
Definitely.
keep them coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Alrighty then. So we'll close on that. Happy making.
Happy making.
Happy making, everyone.
See
We'll
you the
see you
next
again
time.